Well, here we are in Villa Isabel in Curitiba. Just gonna walk around a little bit. Haven't spent a little time around here. A lot of residential, not a lot of business, but we'll go see what's here. So I've been walking around Curitiba for quite a bit in different areas, and different areas have their pluses and minuses. And one of the things we noticed is the different neighborhoods. We're staying in the Centro area, and frankly, it's kind of rough and tumble down there. There's things to do during the day. Of course, it's near the business district, so there's a lot of movement during the day. At night, it gets a little yeah, just you got to use a little bit of caution, but there's a lot of homeless people and drug addicts and stuff in that area. My wife was warned about some petty crimes. They were told not to wear. I told her not to wear jewelry, things that somebody could run by and just grab and rip off her neck fairly quickly and easily. So, I haven't felt threatened anywhere yet, but at this point, you gotta heed the warnings and that and such. So that's kind of the center area, and in that area, like I say, it's pretty rough and tumble. Some of the videos show it, lots of graffiti, lots of empty stores, and once you hit 7 o'clock in the evening, it's probably a good idea to either Uber somewhere or things like that. But like I say, I haven't had any issues or felt threatened, but you can see there's a lot of sketchy people. Pantucci, it's a nice little padaria, confeiteria, nicer, higher end thing. So earlier today we were over in the Batel neighborhood, Batel area. They had that's a high-end area. We were in the shopping there, and I did get a little video in there, but they really frown on it there. So I didn't ask permission, and I just kind of grabbed my camera and did a little bit of undercover where I could, where the people weren't looking so much. So look for that video. Like I say, that's a really high-end area. They have an exclusive, they had valet parking at this mall. They also have a high-end theater where so you can do, you have a waiter for your area. They have kind of lounges for the theater, so you can watch a movie in your own lounge space. And there's a whole garage area, so the floor is perfectly painted, spotless, clean. The stores are very high-end. And it's a big contrast from the center area where we're staying. We also have in our Agua Verde, that again is a nicer little neighborhood. And again, walking through there, it's more residential, more apartment buildings, and greener, more trees, little higher end businesses, little higher end restaurants. So I say it's a contrast, and it's with any city. You get contrast from areas in different areas and different social classes in different areas. Yeah. And one thing you've probably noticed in some of the videos is we have all these bus stops here. I call them hamster tubes or gerbil tubes. And they're up and out of the weather, and you can get to catch the bus there and get on and off. like I say, this is the first time I've been walked down these streets, so I have no idea what's here, where I'm going, frankly. I might turn around and head back the other way. It looked like it was a little busier that way. And again, some of the streets, and like I said, this area isn't quite as fancy as the Batel area. There's still some maintenance that's not done. There's some trees here, and the apartments are decent. I certainly wouldn't say super high end, like some of the other areas we've been through. So if you're thinking of coming here, if you like the nitty-gritty stuff, Centro, the apartment where we're at, we're close to this, like say Centro, the antique area where they do the Sunday markets, and during the day it's busy. You're near the Mercado Municipal, Mercado Centro. And we're right across the street from Shopping Estação. Good place to get some food and stuff, fairly easy. And there's a lot of little lunch places around there, self-service. But again, nothing that I would even term upscale. But I'd say everybody's got to kind of find their thing. If you're looking for a little bit cleaner, safer, if you're in Agua Verde, even somewhere near Shopping Curitiba, that would give you a nice spot. You're a little closer to some of the nicer cafes and a little less homeless people, a little less of that type of thing. And of course the Batel area, you're going to be in the high-end neighborhood. So, yeah, like I say, I wouldn't discourage you from the center. It just really depends on what you like, and the Airbnbs we've been in the center have been fantastic. Very new, very modern, good security, good amenities. The hosts have been fantastic. So as far as that's concerned, you have your little oasis. It's just sometimes when you walk out the door, it's a little bit of a shock. We'll do a video that's coming out of when we come out of our Airbnb. It kind of shows what it is, and we have a business next door. A lot of young people work out, so it's very busy in the morning and in the afternoon. But in the evening, just kind of slows down to not much. So, like I say, this is all new to me. There's a lot of new buildings going up here. I do see a few people sitting on the side. Oh, little pop-up market. Oh yeah, okay, I was here the other day. Got a caldo de cana, and lots of fresh fruits and stuff. Oh, it's cool. If you like to go shopping, don't waste your time and come to Agua Verde. It's a declining, very, very declining mall. Not much in it. Hopefully they're going to be revitalizing it a little bit, but I was pretty disappointed. Got some shops in the area. Food smells good. A lot of self-service places here for lunches. So we may go back up that little street with the little food vendors. And that's just a little pop-up thing, I guess. Here they just closed the street down, and you can say the last time we were here it was open. And I think I got a espetinho with chicken hearts and caldo de cana, which I kind of spilled on myself, but that's another story. Just par for the course. So the gas station, $6.99 a liter. More hamster tubes. You get in the center, they're 3 times that big. Sometimes they'll stack 2 of them together. It's a really big bus stop. See everybody on there. Busy bus. Lots of people on the bus. Nice clothes at this place. And we've been here, it's towards the end of March, but it's going to be fall here, so as far as I'm concerned, the weather's been great. We've had some little rain here and there on weekends, or not weekends, in the evening, a little bit overnight, and beyond that, not much. So that's selling colonial productos coloniais, the sausages and cheeses, and you have the fresh vegetables and produce. Little chips and candies, the bolachas, pastels, fresh fruits, Japanese food, pastels, more pastels. Hamburgers and salami. These guys haven't opened yet. They're getting ready. Empanadas, fresh breads, cakes. Looks good. Espetinhos. This is a little seafood truck. Camarão, tilapia, sardines. And then there's some little shops here, little espetinho and little places for people to sit. They're having their little snack. Nice calm. It'll get busier a little later. The other day I was here, it was quite busy. And then just the street. I talked a little bit about the streets and the infrastructure. You can see some of the sidewalks are pretty lumpy. So you really have to be careful and watch where you're walking. Not only for the sidewalk part of it, but they aren't very good about picking up after their dogs either. So there's landmines here and there everywhere. So got to be a little careful with that. So I think this video is about long enough. Like I say, this is started out in the Villa Isabel area. I guess it's part of Agua Verde. And we went by the shopping Agua Verde, which is, there's, I don't know, I guess people trying to make a living in there, and you could, well, I would certainly wouldn't have it as a destination. You know, if you come here and go to that little food park and get something and go through the shopping, yeah, you might be able to help people out in there, but as a destination, no. Don't bother. There's a lot of nicer shoppings around, Shopping Palladia, Shopping Curitiba, Shopping Estação. If you want to go real high-end, Shopping Batel, Shopping Jockey, which is on the other side of town. That was actually, that was pretty nice. It's kind of out what I would consider in the middle of nowhere, so it's a little bit of a hike to get there, but it's pretty nice when you get there. So, okay, we're in about 3:30 in the afternoon, so I'm going to start at the little bit of the rush hour thing going here. So, like I say, we're going to stop this video for now, and we'll see you in the next one.